Hey there, welcome to the Luce Lemire channel. Welcome to your weekly guidance. I keep choking on my own saliva, bro. Alright, Spirit, we're gathered here today to get guidance for the week ahead or a certain moment we're having in our life at this particular point in time. May you please give us instruction or guidance on how best we can move towards our highest good in this particular area, thought process, or week. Thank you. The song that was playing in my head and then that I actually started playing was Indeciso. Indeciso. Oh wow. By I don't know who it's by. I'm not gonna lie to you. Maybe I still have it up. By Rake, bro. It's like a Spanish song, or it's in the language of Spanish. Dun 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 da 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 da. Dun 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 dun. I don't know if anybody knows this song. I don't even know where I heard it. So we have for your guidance this week coming out is Groundhog Spirit. There might be some indecision that you have to let go. Shout out to my Libras. Scorpios, Pisces, Virgos to some degree. Don't know. There might be, this is either you having to pull the trigger or you just having to let go of making said decision. Or let go of a choice that you made. Or let go of the desire or the feeling of obligation to decide. Like the feeling of obligation to have to make a choice where you may not even need to actually make a choice. Like you're making yourself make a choice, but like let that go. Maybe it hasn't even happened yet, right? Like you're like future thinking 17 steps ahead and you haven't even taken step 2. Like you've just taken step 1. And I get this. As a Libra or as a me, I want to be 10 steps ahead in every direction. That just makes sense for me. That's just what feels safe for me. So this could be a matter of someone trying to get ahead of something. But the thing is, you won't even know how you'll feel by the time you get to step 17. So why hold yourself down? Why bury yourself in a hole and make a decision now for a future prospect? You don't even know what that is or what's that going to look like or what that's going to look like. 5 years ago, the decisions that you made back then are not the decisions that you're finding yourself making today. So why would you obligate future you to make a decision based off of what past you decided when past you didn't fuck around in the situations that you're that future you will be making with? For others of you, it's letting go of a decision that you made a long time ago. Did you decide that you wanted to wait until you were married to have sex, and then all of a sudden you're like, actually, meh. It's like, yeah, you can let go of decisions that you made in the past, choices that you made in the past. You can, guess what? You can choose differently. You can choose differently. You can choose a different choice. It's your life. You get to choose. You get to choose. You get to move in a different way. You get to let go of what you've been holding on to. Sometimes, and I find this in myself as well, but sometimes we hold on to things that are old. Like you may have shed certain things, but there's still some part of you that's like, oh, but wait, like this, but wait, this. It's like, let's talk about Bill Gates. There's a story that he used to keep driving his beat up car even when he was making buku money. And while that's, any story can be criticized. And when I say criticized, I mean that in the most academic way. Any story can be criticized. Any text, any event can be criticized from different perspectives. And how I'm looking at that right now is from a different perspective from how everybody else looks at that situation, which is empowering. Like, you can keep living at your means even if you increase how much you're bringing in, right? You don't have to show how much money you make or whatever in your daily life. I mean, there's people who show that they're making buku money, but they're living 17 paychecks ago to 17 pay. Like, it's just not working out. What I'm saying with the story is, there's a story where he used to, we have the King of Wands at the bottom of the deck. There's a story where he used to, they said he would keep driving his beat up car even when he was making mad money. And again, there's like that lesson from there. But what I'm seeing here is someone who's holding on to a beat up car, someone who's holding on to a beat up self-concept, someone who's holding on to a grudge. Ooh. Shots fired. Someone who's holding on to something. And I'm not saying let it go as in it never happened, but there's a part of you that's quite ready to move on. There's a part of you that is already, for all intents and purposes, moved on. But what are you holding on to that thing for? There's that like rubble that it's time to go. It's time to bye. Boo boo boo. Toodaloo. It's time to let go. You might be holding on to this thing, a decision that you made in the past, or a thought process, something that did maybe serve you at some point, too tightly, because it's protecting you. It was something that you used to protect you. Even with this old beat up car, this car was there for him through the trials and tribulations of getting to where he's at now. Why would he let it go? It was there to help him. There are so many other cars out there that dude could be driving that will serve him better at the level that he's at. But he's going to hold on to that out of duty, out of honor, out of respect for that journey, out of the nuggets of wisdom, out of the nuggets of like how this car saved him through, the memories, nostalgia's sake. So there might be some things in your world that Spirit is nudging you to move from. And based off of the song I was singing, I'm going to say that was for this reading. Based off of a decision, an indecision. Do I let this go? It doesn't mean that you completely swallow it like it never happened. No. It's just, wear it loosely. Don't let it completely dictate how you move moving forward. Hey, Spirit, can you tell us more about this? What my people have to like, what? Okay, what the guidance is. What my people have to let go. All right, time to let go. Let's see what my people have to let go. Feeling guilty for decisions that you have to make that do inconvenience other people. Whoops, I don't like that. But, well, you have to let go. We have the Page of Wands. Wanting to move forward. Wanting to go after what they want to go after. The Six of Cups. Children, memories, nostalgia, how it used to be, old stuff, not necessarily bad stuff, nice stuff. And the Ten of Wands. Really wanting to let this go. Letting go of something that you may have been working so hard for in some ways. That, how can I let go of this? I put so much work into it. It's time to go on a new path. It's time to explore new journeys. So much wand energy here, and I know we had the King of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Groundhog spirit. Time to let go. For some of you, maybe you've studied something in your life for so long that you might have to let go of this dogma. Okay, that's not what I was going to say. For some of you, there's a certain way of being that you may have to let go of, but I'm not saying like let it go, bury it, and be gone. It's almost like wearing it around like a loose clothing, not making your decisions fully dictated on that particular way of thinking or being. What I was really going to say earlier is, for some of you who have studied something for so long and you've spent a lot of money on it, you invested a lot of your time, your energy, your efforts, and unfortunately or fortunately, something else has taken a hold of your heart, has taken a hold of your interest, and it's tough to think of you having to let go of something that you put a lot of your time into. Obviously, for some of you, there's a relationship is definitely coming up. I mean, even if there's a heart in this little guy's hand, okay? There's a whole heart there. It might be letting go of how much energy you're putting in a relationship, in a heart matter. Letting go of how tightly you're holding on to someone or an idea of them, be it positive or negative, or an idea of what they're going to do. Like, again, that expecting things 17 steps ahead and making a decision for that point when you haven't even gotten to step 2 or step 3. That's like you from 5 years ago making a decision for you now. For good or bad, it's a different mindset, you know? It's a different person. Similar, but quite different. Six of Cups. Saying goodbye. In love. And by that I mean saying goodbye like in love. Saying goodbye in the energy of love. saying goodbye to, it's like going off to college. You know, it's still around. It's more ceremonial even. Exactly, that loose robe. It's more ceremonial. Saying goodbye, toodaloo. When you go to college, like, you're still going to come back home. You're still going to come back home for the breaks, maybe every couple of weeks, depending on where your distance is, close to your home. But when you come home, things are going to be different. You know, maybe they've renovated this and that. Maybe the siblings or people that you left behind are interested in new things. There's been a gap of time. And allowing those things to be and saying goodbye to what's been and saying hello to who you newly become next. I think saying goodbye to a struggle too, something you've really been struggling with, and easing up on that. And this could really genuinely be taking a breath and going, okay, I'm taking a step back from this. Crazy. Yeah, I was hoping the Lovers would come out. I saw it all shuffling, but yeah, that's the Hermit. This is the Lovers. I know you can't see much there. Yeah. Should I do this? Does that help? Yeah, it kind of does actually. It's nice. Good. Okay, friend. I think you're letting go of a grudge. You're letting go of something that was unfair to you. You're letting go of holding it over yourself, not just that person. Or you're definitely guided to let go of holding it over somebody. And that's going to be a process, because fuck no. They hurt me and you want me to not make them suffer? It's because you're still hurting if you still want to make them suffer. If you still want to make them feel the pain of it, let it go. And if it means letting it go in terms of having a conversation with this person, expressing yourself, then okay. But time to let go is what Spirit is saying. Like, it's not for you to hold anymore. It's for you to deal with the pain on the inside and not the catalyst on the outside so much. And I see you doing that. I think you're letting go of the potential of what could have been, the messages that you were given, the hope that you had been given, the future that had been painted for you with a certain person, maybe for some of you, the certain situation, matters of the heart. Even familial, someone that wounded you. Letting go of those. And dropping the beholdenness, dropping the amount of heat you have towards this situation, and just sort of letting the ball drop that you've been holding for so long, like Atlas in the world, carrying this thing up this mountain ad nauseum and holding it on his shoulders, letting it go and saying, this is the choice I'm making. We have indecisio here, indecision. The Lovers in reverse. I'm really glad it showed up because it makes so much sense. I was like, where my love is at? And it's dropping it. It's choosing not to fight anymore. It's choosing not to choose in some elements. I almost want to pull the Wisdom of the Oracle card to see if the Crossroads card comes out. It's not called Crossroads. It's called something else. But then we have the Two of Cups clarifying the Six of Cups. With peace. With peace. Walking away with peace. Walking away knowing you've done all you can, and knowing that the walking away journey is going to be a journey. It's something that we keep reaffirming to ourselves that I am letting this go. I am letting this go, and allowing it to be let go, and knowing that it's going to take time for the letting go process to really be full, but that you are on the tail end of letting go of this injustice, of this unfairness, of this thing that you had hope for. Oh, the Tower in reverse. The Moon in reverse. All my cards are in the reverse. You're letting go of the stagnation that's been in your world in this particular area of your life. And that's amazing. The Hermit is you're going on a new path. And the path that you're going into is one based in a deeper truth. Your truth. Letting go doesn't have to mean forgiving, by the way. I mean, letting go doesn't mean forgetting. But it does mean having some semblance of peace for yourself inside yourself. Endings lead to beginnings, and death is a part of life. So Groundhog is here to let you know that it's time to accept the natural ending of something that is no longer serving you. We love to hold on to what is familiar, but the new needs space to arrive so growth can occur. When Groundhog Spirit appears, it's a sign that there is something in your present situation that you need to let go of, so something new can be born. Something that will far better serve you now. When Groundhog sees his shadow, he retreats to his den. So too might you yearn for a little more time to say goodbye and transition into the new. However, change is coming, and it is good to let go of your resistance. Spring, my boy. Spring brings many blessings, and what must die will always be reborn in a new form that will be right for you. Life requires change and detachment. Say farewell to whatever once served you and get ready for something amazing to take its place. Spirit is always sending it your way. Something else here that you want to let go of is being the orchestrator. There's definitely a call for you to take action in your life, always. But there's something here about you letting go of having to be the one that moves things forward. You don't have to be the one to always move things forward in an active way. You can be someone that moves things forward in a more emotional way, in how you move in the world and how you respond to it, not always orchestrating something. So this week, Groundhog Spirit is here to usher you through that departure from what you need to let to blah 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 to moving through the resistance that you have about letting go of something, moving towards something better. For it to show up, truly something beautiful is coming your way and you're making room for it. So how about it? I wish you everything. I really do. Keep your light on and good luck.